Welcome, everybody. My name is Liz Engen, and I'm the music teacher that's had the pleasure of working with your kids for the last couple months. And before we bring them out, I wanted to tell you we're going to do a production of The Great Big Enormous Turnip for you. And the children were given their choice of what character they wanted to play. So you may see boys being girls, you may see girls being boys, you may see people being dogs or cats or other animals. Anything goes, and every kid is the character that they wanted to play. The songs you're going to hear in this play are mostly ones that you'll recognize, but we learned the games that go with them, and I've had a really good time teaching them, and I hope that they've had a really good time working with me. So, are we ready? Okay, without further ado, The Great Big Enormous Turnip. Are we ready? It was bright and sunny weather when we got up today. The bell rang out to say, get up, today is raking day. And it's rake, 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 rake today. We're all at work in the garden on a raking day. It was bright and sunny weather when we got up today. The bell rang out to say, get up, today is digging day. And it's dig, 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 dig today. We're all at work in the garden on a digging day. It was bright and sunny weather when we got up today. The bell rang out to say, get up, today is planting day. And it's plant, 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 plant today. We're all at work in the garden on a planting day. Watering. It was bright and sunny weather when we got up today. The bell rang out to say, get up, today is watering day. And it's water, 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 water today. We're all at work in the garden on a watering day. Growing. It was bright and sunny weather when we got up today. The bell rang out to say, get up, today is growing day. And it's grow, 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 grow today. We're all at work in the garden on a growing day. Digging. It was bright and sunny weather when we got up today. The bell rang out to say, get up, today is digging day. And it's pick, 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 pick today. We're all at work in the garden on a picking day. Eating. It was bright and sunny weather when we got up today. The bell rang out to say, get up, today is eating day. And it's eat, 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 eat today. We're all at work in the garden on an eating day. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho, the berry-o, the farmer in the dell. One day, a farmer decided to plant some turnips. Yeah. Farmer. So he planted a turnip seed, and it grew, and grew, and grew. He said,
that's the biggest turnip I ever seen.
the turnip was so big, the farmer decided to call his friend the inchworm to come and measure it. Can you back up so she can measure? Inchworm, inchworm, sing with me. Measuring the marigolds, you and your arithmetic, you'll certainly go far. Inchworm, inchworm. farmer decided it was time to pull up the turnip. He pulled. Turnip? Turnip? Can you move over there a little? For us to pull you? Over towards the longer. He pulled, and he pulled, and he pulled. Don't come up, turnip. But he could not pull up the great big enormous turnip. So the farmer called his wife. The farmer called his wife. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The farmer called his wife. Why? So the wife came. Feeling? Feeling? So the farmer and his wife pulled and pulled and pulled, but they could not pull up the great big enormous turnip. So the wife called the child. The wife called the child. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The wife called the child. Call the child. Child. So the farmer and his wife and the child pulled and pulled and pulled, but they could not pull up the great big enormous turnip. So the child called the nurse. The child called the nurse. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The child called the nurse. Call the nurse.
Nurse, come and pull this great, big, enormous turnip.
So the farmer and his wife and the child and the nurse pulled. And they pulled. And they pulled. But they could not pull up the great big enormous turnip. So the nurse called the dogs. The nurse called the dogs. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The nurse called the dogs. Nurse, can you call the dogs? So the farmer and his wife and the child and the nurse and the dogs pulled and pulled, but they could not pull up the great big enormous turnip. So the dogs called the cats. The dogs called the cats. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The dogs called the cats.
Hey, you want to come in and get the cat?
Okay, cats, go help pull. So the farmer and his wife, and the child, and the nurse, and the dogs, and the cat. Uh-oh. Turnip. Move up. Move up. Come closer. Come closer. One more scoop. There you go. So the child or the farmer and his wife, and the child, and the nurse, and the dogs, and the cats pulled and pulled and pulled, but they could not pull up the great big enormous turnip. So the cats called the rat. The cats called the rat. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The cats called the rat. Rat.
Come and help us pull this great, big, enormous turnip.
Okay, go help them. So the farmer and his wife and their child and the nurse and the dogs and the cats and the rat and the inchworm, they pulled and pulled and pulled, and they sang, yo heave ho, ho, yo heave ho, ho, yo heave ho, ho. And up came they say? They say, ready? Make it line. Ready? Ready? Oats, peas, beans, and barley grow. Oats, peas, beans, and barley grow. Not you nor I nor anyone knows how oats, peas, beans, and barley grow. First the farmer sows his seed, then he stands and takes his ease. He stomps his foot and flaps his hair and turns around to view the land. Searching for a partner, searching for a partner. We'll cut the ring and choose one while all the others dance and sing. La 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 la
All done.